Hey guys, this is a video on F124 tires. Just kind of my initial thoughts of having the game for a day, before some of the handling updates are supposed to come. This is the tire wear versus grip percentage. So the ones in bold are F124. The ones in highlighted or less color F123. See kind of the difference is it's a bigger spread between the tires this year. The drop-off periods are smoother this year. Um, we don't have that crossover point at 55% tire wear as last year. Um, Generally, we're seeing lower tire wear at a lot of tracks. There are a few tracks that maybe have like Qatar that have very high tire wear, but generally we're seeing lower tire wear. Soft medium stints seem to be more preferred now. The game is recommending that, and I'm also seeing that too. Uh, Spins are hurting the tires more. Lockups do hurt the tires more, but generally, average tire wear is lower. Um, yeah. So, and one thing you would think the spread between the tires. I have another slide on that next slide that is it's interesting this year. It's not constant between all five compounds. So you can see the starting grip of each tire. It's gotten bigger this year, so you would think that, softs are even better. And all these spreads have gotten bigger, so you think that the softer tires usually would be better even with the same tire wear. So therefore, that's favoring softer compounds. You're seeing weird where between the C2 and C1, it's 3.1%. So you would think, okay, the C2 would be much better than the C1, but then the C3 would be less better than would not be as much better because the difference between the C2 and C3 is only 2.3, between C3 C4 2.9. That's a big step up. Then C4 to C5 2.1%. So those could have an effect on some strategies, depending on maybe a C3 to C5 track. It's favoring the you're not going to go onto the C5 as much. It really all depends on tire wear. But that's kind of just initial observations for this. Core tire temps. Again, I didn't make this picture on the right. It was kind of been posted around on the internet. Same person who made it last year, similar format. Interesting to see that the core temps are not consistent. The range of the amount of range that you want to be. So for the harder tires, let's say C1, you can be in a larger range. You're only losing 0.1% grip between 95 and 115 Celsius. So yeah, so that's my recommendation for C1. C2, 85 to 105. Again, you're not losing much in that range. You could aim for 95, but 0.1% grip, that's not a lot. C3, 85 to 95. Okay, a smaller range there. If you go outside that, you're losing 0.6, 0.4% grip. That's substantial. So your range tightens when you're on the C3. C4, the range is bigger again, 75 to 95. You're losing 0.2%. You can aim for 85. You're not always going to hit a specific value. If you're just between 75 and 95, you're doing well. C5, 75 to 85. Again, the range tightens. If you're outside that range, you lose more. You're losing 0.6, 0.4. So it's kind of all over the place, the spread of kind of what your core temps want to be. You're going to have to just write this down and just try to monitor that. Again, the pressures are a bit weird. Lower pressure seems to be higher tire temps. Haven't looked too much at the surface yet, but that's just what I'm seeing on the core. Inter, big range, 55 to 75, and then wet, 55 to 65. So those are kind of my initial thoughts. Obviously, handling update could change everything or not. It probably will just change tire wear. They haven't been changing this. They kept this since the first beta. They haven't changed these values around. So we'll see what comes. Thank you very much for watching. See ya. Bye.